All right, hello you guys. So, oh, there it is, it's working. Awesome. So what I'm gonna do today in this video is that I'm actually gonna be doing like a live login to show you, like as what I mentioned in the title of this video, like, as you guys know, I've mentioned about this project on my personal Facebook wall, and what's really interesting is that, okay, so at the time I said there's something that I have on up my sleeve, okay, that's going to help people be able to make money during the coronavirus more than you can ever imagine, okay? And whatever I'm about to show you is proof that this is possible. So it doesn't matter if you missed out the wave of opportunity to stock up, those 3-ply face masks and N95 masks. I know a bunch of people who made a killing, literally 6 figures, even 7 figures of profit, just stockpiling or brokering these mask deals. I unfortunately tried, but I wasn't able to have that success. And there were friends who made a killing in rebottling sanitizer gel as well. Again, I didn't really feel like I wanted to do all that stuff. But sure as heck, I wanted to profit from the coronavirus situation. And what I predicted was going to be tremendous market volatility. And that was true. Especially yesterday, the Dow Jones crashed like crazy, in fact, for 2 days on end. And today, the Dow Jones even halted, they call this the limit up, for a couple of hours. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to jump into my account, okay? And what's kind of funny is that I tried to get this account to be track record verified, which I already done. It's super stupid. My FX book has verified my trading privileges, but for whatever stupid glitch, in fact, I have to contact them to fix this. The track record is not verified. So this actually is a dormant account. I didn't share my screen. How silly of me. Okay, let me do that right now. So, okay, now you can see my screen, I presume. This is my FX book, and as you can see over here, track record not verified. I don't know what's up with that, but the trading privileges is verified, and that's what's most important, to show you that I'm actually the true owner of this account. And over here, as you can see, this is the results. Okay, I'm not sure why it's this way, 7.33, but as you can see from here, this week is 35.8%. Okay, today is 5.16%. This month is 27.33. So I'm going to show you the account right now. Okay, and this is going to be really, really exciting. So here it is. Okay, so here it is. And this is just today. All right, this is just today. As you can see, the result for today alone is 1,354. This is nothing compared to yesterday, because unfortunately today the Dow Jones was actually down. And by the way, all this is order driven, automated. So this is my EA solution to the coronavirus, and this is a PAMM that you guys can join. Actually, wait, I take that back. So here's the thing: a lot of people have been asking me about how to join the system, or like, should I invest more? Wait, before I kind of like go on, right? I want to show you what happened yesterday in the account, because I know a lot of you probably think, hey, 5% in a day is great. Okay, so what's the fund size? Early week was 21 grand, but now it's this one. All right, early week is 21 grand, now it's 27. Okay, 27,620. Today it was kind of funny as well. My system actually placed an order just before the market got halted, and then after the market resumed, I actually made a gap. Where is that? Here. So at 14.18, it was halted, and then we came back on, profit of 591. Okay, so the strategy is pyramiding. Pyramiding means that, as you can see, they'll be entering like a bigger position followed by a whole bunch of smaller ones at price intervals. So what that does is that you actually reinvest the profit. So in that way, it is safe. We can get stopped out, but the stop outs are really small. Okay, so this is like actually I have like it's a little bit of hybrid as well. And as you can see, the losses in the later stages are fairly small. Okay, and but however, if these, yeah, I think it's because I'm running the Zoom at the same time, so it's making this kind of freeze up. Oh dear. So when it profits, look at this. Okay, so the early positions will exit early and lock in profit, and the later positions will run on for a little bit longer. And the logic behind this is that in the later positions, because there's a higher chance of failure, there's a higher chance of pullback, chance of reversal. So that is why, okay, the later positions will all be staggered in the entry and exit. All right. So I'm going to show you yesterday's result, and you'll very soon be able to see the beauty of the system. One moment. Oh gosh, I really need to close a couple applications. Give me a moment. Okay, here we go. So now I'm going to do a custom period. Today is I'm going to do yesterday. So let's do between yesterday and today. This is yesterday's profit, 20% based on Monday's balance in one day. So this is what I really wanted you to see. And it's going to show you a detailed report as well. Let's do, I think we'll do like just 1 month, okay, because this month is where it really got started. So I'm going to show you that. All right, so this is it. All Dow Jones based. This is an indices EA. It's all built around the market going frenzy in this period of time. So as you look from the earlier orders, we try to say that this system they have created was actually riding Dow Jones all the way down from I was 26,000 to where it is right now. Okay, it's bidirectional, and you can see it. So I have actually about 3 other videos on this system that were private. I plan to make them public because actually I was not sure if I'm going to change the broker first or not. So can you guys do me a favor? How many of you guys are actually interested in getting started with this? Just comment beneath the video, because I'm thinking about it. At first I was going to say, hey, wait for a change broker. Why? Okay. No doubt yesterday 20% was great, but okay, when I look at the actual trading, I realized that I'm getting a lot of slippage from the indices trade placement. I did actually look at IG markets too, but unfortunately, if I look at IG markets, yesterday they were down for a very long time for US indices. And I would not have been able to make the 20% that was made yesterday if I was using IG markets. I was like, oh, well, maybe not. But I'm still on the lookout for a broker, and then they'll be testing. It's going to take at least 2 weeks to be done. So during that time, I think if existing investors in this system of mine want to increase your investment, you can. And I mean, just a show of hands, how many of you guys are interested in this kind of results? Okay, so it's kind of funny because in the beginning I was targeting just about like 50% per month, but actually, when you look at the way things turned out to be the case, if not for today's market halt, the limit up in the U.S. indices, this week could very well have hit 50% already. Okay, between yesterday and today, especially. So unfortunately, that did not happen. But who knows? There's still a couple hours to the market close, and I was super surprised myself because, like, I was actually at a friend's birthday. I went interstate, and then when I came back from that trip, I went on Wednesday, came back on Thursday. And when I came back, after the drive home, I was shocked to see that Bitcoin dropped. And then after Bitcoin dropped, it occurred to me that, hey, something else must have triggered it to happen like that. Must be some kind of market crash. So I went and saw, oh my God, the indices were flying around like crazy. The Dow Jones was down. So I checked my system and holy shit, like 20, at the time it was 15% in a day, right? And then yesterday finished off at 20%. I was like, whoa. And last week, okay, if you're looking, last week, what's up with that? So we were up and then down. Basically, there were some glitches in the system, but they're fixed already. There were some lot sizing issues because, like I explained to you, we're using a pyramiding system, but it was not happening in that way. So the trade sizes were wrong in the early part, and I can even show you that trade sizing was wrong, and that resulted in some, and also the lot size and the slippage was also, sorry, the stop loss were getting hit by the slippage and all that. So I had to re-optimize. Okay, so this where is that? I'm gonna show you. As you can see, it's a lot of orders. I think it was last week. It's very non-standard. There was a lot. There was fun. Yeah, here. Yeah, it's about this point of time. So it was supposed to pyramid, but it did not. Okay, so at that point of time, it was kind of unproductive, but these issues have already been fixed. All right, so this week is working like it should, and it's doing very, very awesome. So a couple of guys messaged me like, can we start? Can we start? So I leave it to you. Okay, if I have 10 people giving me a yes in the comments below, I will I'll basically accept you into the PAM, and I'm looking to get started. If we do have 10 people, we get started on Monday. So what's probably going to happen is, like I said, if we find a better lower slippage broker, we can make a lot more money going forward into like I said, at least based on yesterday, at least 30-50% more. So yesterday could have been like up to 30% profit in one day. This is the first time that I've ever made more percent in Forex than binary options. Because let's say even for copy trading, binary options, a couple of weeks ago, we were still doing 3 to 20% per day. But this recent 2 weeks, it's tough because a lot of the traders that we copy are struggling to do the same kind of performance that they've been doing in the past. So they have to change their methods, and therefore in that time, we have less traders to copy. So it's a bit frustrating. Like this week on the binary side, kind of break even-ish, all right? But over here in Forex, what a surprise, okay? 35%, who would have guessed 35%? I was projecting 50% in a month, but this is 35%, in a week, all right? Not even the end of a week. So, I mean, let's just check it out, see if more orders are happening at the same time. And, we'll see if more trades get triggered. No, we didn't. I was looking at the timing. No, we didn't. So anyways, yeah, so basically that's what I have to share with you today. And, if there are any questions right now, I'm just gonna look into some of the questions here on YouTube. Okay, I see a couple questions. Plamen says, try to trade crypto. Well, that's the thing, okay? There's a lot of volatility in crypto right now. And as far as I'm concerned, like USD is really strong against the Thai baht right now. I live in Thailand, so I'm really stretching my dollar here. So, I mean, there's a lot of money to be made in crypto. Yeah, that's for sure. But at the same time, in terms of the gains, all right, why not do both? So my system is actually equipped to trade indices, and actually on the broker as well. I want to show you that we're actually, there is Bitcoin as well. So Bitcoin is also one of the things that can be traded. And I haven't gone into this yet. Right now, I'm just testing with Dow Jones, but it is also possible. So, but it does not have the volatility of Dow Jones right now. So basically, I'll be doing that as a next step if the rally starts coming in Bitcoin. All right, where to find information about copy trade? Well, after this video is ended, if I get 10 people interested in this program, basically I'll be putting the information out there so how you can start. Okay. This one is going to be a minimum of 1,000, and this is a perfect way to hedge your risk. For those of you who are down in the stock market, this is a perfect way to very quickly recover your losses. Okay, and think about it. If you look at the Forex that's happening the last couple of days, if this was my old system, that would have blown as well. The hedging system, it would have blown. The USD, JPY all gone crazy, but this made an epic day just yesterday. 20%. Where in the world can you make 20% in a day? Like in binary? Well, I ever did that kind of returns, but that's with a lot of risk. Like let's say when I was trading my big accounts for the thousands of profit, it's a lot of risk. So and repeatable as well. So this is something that's really, really cool. Best part, like it's all automated, so there's no stress, no nothing. When I made 20% yesterday, what was I doing? I was driving back home. I was then after that doing a webinar. So I was on the drive home. I made 15%. When I was doing a webinar, I made another 5% without me even involved. Right? That's how amazing it is. Of course, I'm still keeping up the system. I'm still managing it, doing tweaks to it if I see problems. But whoa, I mean, sometimes if you want to trade really well, you need a lot of concentration. And I haven't mentioned in my videos before that if I wanna concentrate and do some really big setups like spam clicking, for instance, I can only do about 6 to 9 setups per day because I have so many daily tasks to do. But my concentration is only good for that certain amount of trades. Okay. If I go over that, I know that my own performance will diminish. Anyone else have any questions? If you wish to, just go ahead now, and then of course you're also welcome to comment after the video has ended, and then I'll respond to them as well. So for those people watching a replay of this YouTube live, just comment beneath the video. If you are also interested, in getting started with this system that I've built around the coronavirus and built around making huge profits. These conditions, I want to remind you that timing is key. It's not going to be around forever, but it's going to be around for the coming weeks. So after the coming weeks, your profitability is going to go down. Most of the profitability that you can possibly ever make is going to be now, this period of time. So right now, Dow Jones is going nuts. Let's ride the shit out of it. And right after that, when Bitcoin starts rallying, well, we don't know. I mean, many analysts are looking at Bitcoin going for 20K again in the next weeks. And sure as hell, we're going to be on that as well. Okay? Because using Forex, we're able to trade BTC USD with leverage. So that's one of the really, really cool aspects. So I hope that answers your question, PAMM. Because once it rallies, obviously, right now, my system is built in such a way to look at various factors, including volatility. And the volatility there is not there yet. For instance, for those of you on my personal Facebook and let's say on my, I have a group on Facebook called the Dream Team Crypto Project. And in that group, I also mentioned about what do you call it? I mentioned about like entering Bitcoin for a call. Okay, so at 2 points, I told them, also those people in my binary lab elite, I said, we enter at this certain price level. Within 3 hours, if the price is still around where it is, we exit the position, look for next opportunity. Because if it doesn't move within 3 hours, based on the time frame we're looking at M30. And if it doesn't move, there's no point that we stick around because it's even a risk if we stick around. But when it starts moving, when this starts moving from 5 to 8 to 10, and all that, we will be on it. I guarantee you that. And then with leverage, where do you think you're going to make more? Will you make more buying actual Bitcoin? Or do you think you'll be able to make more with my system using leverage? Okay, so like for those people who were previously on my system, Fireboss V2, Fireboss V1, I want to thank you for all your support. And I want to apologize for the low returns in the last couple of months. And but this time around, I hope I have been able to make it up to you in a very short period of time. Actually, if we average out the returns that we've been getting this week over the last couple of months, I think you should be very happy because if we did that, last year's return would be about 45%. And that's pretty decent, right? Given all the Brexit conditions and all that. Of course, we all know in the beginning of Fireboss V2, in the first couple of months, we're making very nice monthly growth, okay, the first couple of months. But after Brexit came in, the Brexit fears came in, then it became very, very different. It became very unpleasant, slow even. So I hope I've made it up to you. I know it's taken some time, but we're back on track. And in the coming weeks, in the coming 2 weeks at least on this broker, we're going to make even more money than you can ever imagine. And I say this because this is the best concept I've ever come up with. And I'm so happy that I have, finally have it work out the way I want to. Despite some early glitches, we are on track for a very, very profitable month of March. And I mean, this is just when, the risk of coronavirus is intensifying. I mean, look, you hear about the death toll in Italy, how all the schools are closed and, people are all staying at home. It's kind of like, passage of the Bible. I'm not like a Bible expert, but there was a time in the Bible when they mentioned that people had to stay home and paint blood on the door every night. Remember that one? And it's gone. I mean, I wouldn't have believed it, but the reality of the situation is that's actually happening in the real world today. Very similar aspect. And during this time, okay, of course it would be great if you could stay home and do something to make money, and which you can do using my other courses. But at the same time, isn't it even better if you can also stay home and do nothing and earn? Okay, so this is something that's really, really exciting. When we go into a new broker, it's going to be even more exciting. But I've decided that if you guys are really, really interested, because many people are asking already, like a lot of people message me and say, hey, about the system that you shared with me, the results that you shared, can we start? Can we start now? Because I desperately need to cover these losses from stocks and blah 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 blah. So I was like, if we have 10 people interested, we're going to start this over the weekend, and like I said, the entry is going to be 1,000. But hey, what's that? If you had, let's say, if you have 1,000 in this system, and some of you do. I mean, some of you have been with me for a period of time and forgotten about your money in the system. check your accounts now, because you'll be gloriously surprised. Imagine, all right, 1,000 making 200 bucks yesterday. 5,000, for instance, making 1,000 bucks yesterday. Where else can you get this kind of returns? Without effort, all right? So that's what I wanted to say. And yeah. So Palmer says if you use less expensive coin to leverage, you're making the buck. But actually, we're just using fiat currency, and then we leverage, because in this account there's a 500 one leverage. We're not using all of it, okay? But we're using it with leverage, and definitely with leverage, you know, we can actually increase the possibility of profit by manifold. At the same time, um, being able to use the pyramiding system, we can actually reinvest profit into more positions in winning setups, and actually not reinvest when the setups are not doing so well. So I'm going to try to sort this out so that you guys can look through. I can make this a public. Right now it's on a what do you call that? It's on a private, which is kind of annoying. I wanted to share this with you, and then you can actually just go over this stuff, and you can see, you know, just what's happening. Look at the duration and the profits being generated. I know some of you may have been around in the Forex industry for some time, and maybe you even heard of a system called $1 million pips. So we could say that this is like $1 million pips on steroids, because this doesn't just work one time a day, it works multiple times a day. And it's much smarter in the sense that the pyramiding system, the money management system, that's one. And you know, because of the volatility, which is never before seen, is able to extract profits from the market like crazy. Okay, so I mean, you'll be able to see this when you go through here. All right, sheer volume of trades, and you can see the amount of time. So moving beyond this period of time, you'll also be able to profit, but the reason why you need to start really soon is because these conditions will not last forever. And the more intense the fear, the more profitability from the volatility in the markets you're going to experience. So once again, when this video is over, if you're interested, comment "I'm in the bottom of this video, and I'll give you guys the links to get started over the weekend. On Monday next week, let's look into making at least 20% next week. Bye for now.